Hello and welcome back to a personal code of conduct. I am here, still dire with my horrible sound. Okay, not necessarily. Okay, it is a bad sound. Or should I get my microphone and settle this thing now? I remember one time I had like really good sound. I should get Audacity on my work laptop. Make mad sense. I should also make actual decent money and buy a good laptop, a laptop as good as my work laptop, and get rid of my personal laptop. Then obviously I need to bikes, dudes on the streets of Bariga making noise, normal background type situations. But like I should find money to get like a laptop that is just like my office laptop. I deserve that type of situation. It's like I should get like a laptop but this one I should get the touchscreen version. It's so cool. I should get an iPad. I don't know how to draw. Get an iPad and don't know how to use Procreate. I have been saying I don't know how to draw for the past, and I was really good at copying. I don't know why I was not consistent. Off points, yeah, 25. There's still like a whole like 2 more centuries to learn. Like I'm thinking you should probably make it to 75 so I don't get cancer or something. Probably. Anyways, I'm coming to you with a fresh, properly exfoliated face. I didn't exfoliate my face last week because I realized that it was me overusing my kojic acid face soap on my face. So I was like, okay, let's tone it down a bit. And apparently it's like really strong with the sunlight, and I'm like, my face feels so much smoother. Like you could see that my face wasn't exfoliated by like Wednesday or something, because I usually have like a new surface area on my face, but that is not what we're talking about. So I had like an interesting walk today. I did my regular normal distance from Bariga Market to Yabatek, from Yabatek to Unilag back to Bariga Market. Like that's my normal Sunday morning walk, the 1 hour 40 minutes one, because I'm walking at this slow pace. It would take like 1 hour 10 minutes if I was like jogging at a reasonable pace, or just like 1 hour. So this morning I was about to start my walk and it rained. And then I was like, like it's time for me to just do walking in the rain with a nice like decent umbrella. And I started my journey, and that's how my Hartley's umbrella broke. I would consider Hartley's, I know I've mentioned, I would consider Hartley's, I would compare Hartley's to Erewhon, Nigeria's version of, I would call Hartley's Nigeria's version of Erewhon, because they are literally, okay, what is 13.5 in dollars? Let me use like the actual official rates, maybe, and them some, let's call it like 500. They have like $25 head of lettuce, that kind of place. And it's like, imagine $25 head of lettuce in a third world country, that kind of place. Now so you could probably think like that head of lettuce in a first world country, if you wanted to pinch middle class people the same way, it'd be like $100 for a head of lettuce. God forbid. Ew! This just reminds me when like $100 used to be like literally 14K. So let's just call it like, if our currency didn't go to shit, it would literally be like $100 worth of vegetables. I'm like, ew! Says the girl who still bought like pork chops and Greek yogurts and Chinese food from Hartley's. They just sell needlessly expensive things. So like I got an umbrella, like emergency use umbrella, and I would say the umbrella catfished me because it annoyed me with the fact that it was too long to fit in my bag. So I was like, whatever, if it's too long to fit in my bag. I just realized I've never opened it. I literally just took out the nylon and removed the tags with the months I bought it. So I was catfished by the length of the umbrella. I was just like, well, with this length, it should have a reasonable girth now. I wanted to make that joke. It was, with this length, it should have like considerable width. And it can you imagine? It had the width of an umbrella that should ideally be collapsible and fit in my bag. I was catfished by this fucking umbrella. I don't even know how much umbrellas cost. And the one chick I know who sells umbrella like randomly on the streets of, okay, I no longer take fully public transport in the mornings. The one person I know that sells umbrellas in a manner that is like super comfortable is like not super like accessible. I don't think she's there anymore. Even before I stopped taking like major public transports in the mornings, I still take public transport in the evening because my other option is slow. But I should go to Spar and buy mushrooms. Cool. Anyways, my umbrella failed me, so I went back into my hostel, my self-con vibes, and I went back into my side and I was like, oh yeah, we're in here, we're living our lives, we're going to be like that type situation, and it's going to be fine. It was not fine. I think I'm losing money. I think I have money somewhere. I can't recall. Anyways, we're not like in this type of situation where you're like, okay, I'll go on my walk this evening. But then again, I went outside around 9. I was like, yeah, the sun is not that hot. And I went on a walk. I finished the Yaba Tech one. I'm still not very coherent. Maybe I should like do the chat GPT thing, and for like writing a script for this podcast, I should do, okay, maybe Bing here, in my opinion, is more conversational, and Bored is like something I would write. It's like, it's not like, off point. I'm still not very coherent. But like that, this is like an insight into literally my personal code of conduct. My mind is all over the place. So it's 7 minutes in and I haven't gotten to the one sentence line that is just a good bit of a told story and it will end up being the title of this podcast. So by 9, I decided to go on my journey again. And I was walking. I walked just normal slow, and I reached like, I would call it 2/3 of my journey when the rain started, like again, and it was no. It was like a special kind of heavy. I'm receiving a call. We'll be fine. Okay, so we had to cut off because I was having a call from a friend and we had like chit chats. No usual, like one of those friends that you don't want to pick this call because you know that if you guys start talking, you guys are going to spend 1 hour gisting, and like every other thing you freaking plan is going to go away because this call is fun. So yeah, I spent 40 minutes gisting with this human being, us being like miserable work adults, talking about miserable work about adult things, then in the middle of it, random bands that go off in the middle of nowhere. It was actually for like a work diagnosis thing at first, then obviously that conversation turned into bands. Anyways, we are live. And I don't remember where I was last recording, and I don't think I want to go back and play it. But I think, okay, I was probably at the part where the rain started. So the rain was really heavy and it was like very, very intermittent, and at first I was like, oh, I can run through this. I could not run through this. So there I was like being like, am I going to just sit in this corner and stand there for like the next 2 hours until this rain stops, or will I run in the rain, and anytime my nose gets too clogged and the breathing is too much and breathing, I will stop at the nearest shelter, next clothes shop. And I was soaked, like shirt was soaked to the freaking, just super soaked. And I was running and walking and laughing to myself and reading Warhammer fanfiction every time I got too tired and I decided to stay in the shade. And my whole shirt and shorts were just drained. Thank God I was wearing bedroom slippers. I was like, what sort of crazy ringworm type situation did I get? And I was just like, I'm never going to be 25 years old running in bariga rain and talking to myself. So let's just do it. But at the back of my mind, I was also terrified that maybe somebody had their cameras out. Then I'll find myself, ooh, somebody has psychotic breakdown walking in the rain in bariga. That's one thing that terrifies me, because I talk to myself a lot. Like, the personal code of conduct is me reviewing my activities for the week, myself as a human being, the conclusions I have, how I've chosen to live my life. It is basically me talking to myself, because I like talking to myself. It allows me to go through concepts, no flaws in my character, not necessarily be aware of flaws in my character, not necessarily mean I'm going to change that yet. I probably will need external motivation for that, but like, I was talking to myself and running around in heavy rain, to the point that when I did finally go and get groceries this evening, and I was coming back, some random old dude, okay, like middle-aged dude, like dude being his late 30s to 40s, late 30s to mid 40s, that kind of age, and he was like, I saw you, and I was like, I don't know, and I shake my head. Then he said, like, in the rain, and then I gave this my awkward laugh, like, please do not continue this conversation further, laugh. Amusing. Do not speak of it more. I just hope nobody took like a video of me, because I looked weird, like a reasonable looking young lady walking around in the rain when she should be running, when she should be looking for shelter and crying. But then again, I blame my Hartley's umbrella for being incompetent. I blame it. I really blame it. I also blame the rain. Like, today was a very rainy day, but I was so glad, because like, walking in the rain is so like a billion times better than walking under a hot sun. It's like a billion times better. I know I'm probably going to wake up with a cold, because like of all the dust and how dirty the rainwater is, because it's all Lagos. But like, it's so much better than walking around in the sun. And I'm also so freaking tired. So yeah, that's like it. Like, I'll never be 25 and walk around in the rain. I had so many things rush through my head, because I was like, what is it that I'm doing? Where is it that I'm going? And I sort of came to the conclusion, I know I had cooler stuff in my head, but like, I didn't write anything down. I sort of came to the conclusion that I don't know. Okay, the conclusion that I don't know, let's sleep on it. The conclusion was, let's be honest, you're not doing enough, because you just want to be distracted by, not necessarily life, because you don't have life. You want to be distracted by consumption, and you hate to admit to yourself that sometimes you get very bored. Oh, I'm trying to do that fucking frog pose, and it's like, oh, my hips are so bad. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't fucking get like unable to like properly work out. I think like on Monday is an arm day, Monday is upper body day, and I don't think I'll be doing any legs. Maybe Tuesday will be like a glutes band stretch, and Wednesday will be like leg day if I've recovered by Wednesday, because like, I don't know what the fuck I've done with my hips. But the thing is that it's probably all the rain and all the walking, because I did a lot of walking today. Ow, my hips, Jesus. And I have a cold because, well, walking in dirty rain, because it's not the cold that causes the cold, it is the germs. And of course, there are germs in rain. Ow! My waist, oh no! I'm trying to get my pelvis. My freaking pelvis, that sound was creepy. My freaking pelvis to settle down on the, like, as I do my shoulders to the back, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm so fucking old. Cause like, ow, my hips are so freaking stiff, like I'm 90. It's all the walking and the not proper stretching, and I'm like, I don't want to break down my body. Me that is trying to be fucking exercisable. Several things that happened. I gave my information to a stranger on the internet. I need to figure out who the fuck is a Reddit user who listens to my podcast. I gave my information out to a stranger on the internet, which is basically like my full name, which I've probably done at certain points in this podcast. And I gave the person a link to my article, my Medium article, and my full name is on there. And the article is linked to my LinkedIn, and probably you see it to my website. And if you stalk me enough, you probably know everything about my life. Yeah, but whatever, who cares? That is no importance. And I want to believe that person is a good person, like somebody who does who takes their time and does like financial reporting and wants to look at like the stock market and has dreams and vibes. Dreams and energy to be one of the vibes. To a person of vibes, to have that energy. That person, yeah, I want to believe that's a good person. I'm basically doing a thumbs up, lying to myself. I know, but the person's probably a chill, cool person. Yeah, streets of Lagos. That is ancient. Ow, I need to learn. The thing is, I also need to do like interview prep because like I can functionally code. Like, okay, when I mean functionally code, like if I want something to happen, like SQL, I know I'm genuinely really good at that shit, but it's not difficult at all. And I want to get back to being good at it. Like I used to know like the pandas library front to back, but yeah, I mostly use DAX in my day job, so Python has gotten a back. But I've been trying to write more pandas with like my like articles, data manipulation, yada yada, like I don't know. Yeah. What am I doing myself? I want money. Who doesn't want money? I want money. I want money. Money, money, money. I want money. Money, money, money. I want money. Why do I want money? Because I just realized I need to buy a new laptop. I can afford that new laptop, but like I don't like seeing like, because I need to buy like a good high processing power laptop, and I can afford that because I just spend my money on ridiculous expensive food. So even though it's like not as much like a serious person would have saved, it's still like a very decent like savings for a 25-year-old in a third world country. And I'm like, I want to. Ow, my hips. Jeez, my hips. I want to ensure that I have a certain level of stability. Oh my god, I'm tired. What is getting me tired, I don't know. But I did have something in mind other than, will I ever be 25 running in the rain? I need to stretch the fuck out of my hips. That's what I need to do. Does this offer any structure? No. This is an unimpressive. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this. Like I want to say, this is an unimpressive fellow who is like struggling to adult and feels like she's not doing enough work because like she doesn't have direction, and she wishes. But then again, I've been like the freaking head of my department for like an entire year. I should go and fucking find direction, and also I need to gather corporate political power to make my will come through. And I also need to freelance, because like I have so many freaking ideas that would be amazing for small businesses. Just be like an analytics director for like a small business. But the thing is, I don't know, how do I position myself? How do I apply to like retail store owners to help them like do proper analysis, harness the true power of data science and dashboard making, and do that for them with the head of Bing and ChatGPT, of course, and be a head of department, and not only in name, like genuinely being able to get people's small businesses off the ground, and for them to take charge of operation analytics, operations research. Yeah, I think like being a decision making data scientist is the one that makes sense the most. I'm trying to reread that business, data science for business. So I was one of the first books I got when it comes to data science. I still haven't finished it. That is a responsible fellow. I even the same way I tried to finish learning Python. Like I have learned and known Python so many times. I still don't know proper object-oriented programming. I should properly learn that. I've learned and I have known Python so many times, but like I can't say in the last, let's count 4 years plus, in the past 9 years that I've been in contact with Python in various capacities, I cannot say I know it. It's like there's some periods where I can beat my chest, like I know Python, but that is the periods where I'm heavily using it for a purpose, like using it to study for an exam like I was in year 2, well, I knew Python. Using it to do data processing, but I knew Python. Using it to do scientific competition, yes, I knew Python. The thing is, I don't know. I'm a goat. I'm tired. I also want to continue reading questionable Warhammer fan fiction. I'm funny enough. Like, if you filter down to very specific like niches of Warhammer fan fiction, it could probably be done in like 31 pages. This is like with like 10 stories per page, but you don't have to read everything because like I just realized nobody would read my stories because I'm terrible at giving summaries. Jesus. Coherency in dustbin. I think I should call this segment Coherency in the Dustbin. I don't know. It's like another week. What are my plans for this week? To actually finish something, a project that has been drawing, to actually go and fight for approval and get like a team to sign on, do like a proper UAT. To finish your projects, you're going to sit down with them, understand it, and connect to a DB, and to be fine. Whatever. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. It will be fine. It has been a personal code of conduct. Does this offer anything? Maybe not. Like it probably does not. If you're like an adult in your 20s who's trying to like exist, it may offer some respect. God, I need to sleep. I was like, I wish stretching just removed. Oh God, ow! Remove the pain from your body like immediately, but it doesn't. You have to like be serious and continue with it for years, okay, months actually, then still make it a part of your routine so the injury doesn't return. Like and I also need like to not sprain my ankle because I worry that I rolled this one on a treadmill once. Ow, it feels kind of sore. Oh, it'll be fine. What else do you want to offer the world? This is actually just a corner for Daya to complain about shit. Jesus. I'm tired and I'm sleepy as hell. So freaking sleepy, like super sleepy. It's fucking irresponsible. Oh yeah, Daya is going to do hair tomorrow. He's going to continue to be a head of department that she is, and yeah, I'm terrified for next month because like I have responsibilities I haven't taken charge of, which I should. Like I keep saying that I take my responsibility to your forefront, but like sometimes I want to ask myself, what is my true nature? Am I, because I present myself in general as somebody with the answers. It's not like I present myself as somebody with the answers. I just talk with so much certainty that you either completely believe me or you will take joy in proving me wrong, and you make it your personal mission to see me crumple up in shame, that kind of vibe. And the thing is not as if I'm stating it is. My voice just carries and it projects. And I sound snobbish in like Nigerian English context, like somebody who obviously has a strong Nigerian accent. We all have an accent. An accent is how you speak. Somebody who has like the random, so like I sound snobbish in the you have a random Nigerian accent, kind of snobbish, and it is TV and books and weirdness that cause this. I don't know, man, and situations. I am tired. I'm tired of what? I don't know, of not having billions in my account. The thing is, there are things I want to work towards for, but like, I hate that it's not currently splattered on my face. And I have no real desire to want any of these things, but I do want to visit new places and eat new food. That is one thing that I just decide on some things like arbitrary, no, like real desire from the heart, reason to live kind of something. I just decide something and say, oh yeah, I'd like to do that. Like when in year 2 I just decided my dream was to work on a ship, then therefore I decided I'm going to go into management system, management, or what they call that, management consulting, that kind of energy, instead of like, yeah, I was going to go to management consulting. Then later for management consulting, I was like, nah, I want to do like data analytics. Maybe I'll circle back and go back to like, I want to work on a ship. Maybe I'll be a data analyst on a ship. That'd be cool. Then you wouldn't have to spend money. Imagine if you're a data analyst on a luxury cruise ship, like one girl that is a singer. It'd be so freaking cool. would you be part of the crew technically? But then again, there'd be no reason why you'd be a data analyst on the cruise ship. You'd be a data analyst in the head office. Well, has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive day. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. Well, I'm not. And maybe I should find music to put back in this podcast section. The whole, like, when I used to have music at the end was like super cool.